is a bigger version of my head. I'm through Fifield. I have spent my career helping people do their best work, and right now we can call that kind of talent development. And let's see how this works, if I can do this correctly. All right, so I have spent the last 20 years chasing the holy grail of manager training, the Manager Academy, right? The single place where any manager can go in order to learn at scale. And I learned the hard way that Manager Academies don't work, that systems do. And how do I know that? I built some of the best. And I'm talking online libraries with adaptive learning pathways based on your management level, custom content delivered in micro modules through a nice slick portal, and each time, you know what I'm talking about here. So when I built the best academies, they all failed, right? And why did they fail? Because they were just a collection of really good components that were pretending to be the full system. And that's a really exciting idea, right? The one-stop shop, or the place where every manager can go to learn what they need to know. But there was little connection between great management and people who went to the Manager Academy. So we looked back and we thought we built a beautiful portal to nowhere. You know, we spent a lot of time trying to convince managers that it mattered. And in hindsight, we were trying to solve the wrong problem. We were going after content, right? Building new libraries, getting new academies, making it smaller, nano learning. But content wasn't the problem, because managers don't learn from content, they learn from trying, failing, and then getting feedback in the context of their work. And so it wasn't a content problem, it was a systems problem. And still, companies will throw money at content and at communications without considering the full system around it. So, as you think about it as a manager and improving systems, keep a couple of things in mind. Being a manager isn't a one-time job, right? So manager enablement never ends, and we can't be everywhere. We have to focus on transitions, because that's where it matters most. When you're taking on a new team, when you're giving tough feedback for the first time, when you're leading through change. Second, the best, most exciting, most valuable enabling tool isn't a course, it isn't your LMS. It's actually timely, specific feedback and observation about the work that you're doing from the people that are around you. So the best enablement isn't a course, it's feedback, right? Managers don't need to know the 1, 2, 3 steps of feedback. They need the right advice at the right time, in the right context, and that's what systems do, not habits. And finally, I talked to over 150 managers a couple of years back, all industries. One thing that they all said is that manager training didn't actually solve their toughest problems. It didn't even touch their toughest problems, right? Even the most custom case study is still a static solution for a dynamic problem. So one-size-fits-all training fits no one at all. And so what does that look like in practice? The most recent job, right? An executive told me managers need training to be better at giving feedback and missing the tough conversations. The classic fix, a workshop, a framework, a video if you don't make it, right? But we dug deeper, and managers actually were just having trouble. A lot of them didn't speak English for the first language. So writing feedback was like translating on a tightrope, right? They weren't struggling with every conversation, they were struggling with 2. And managers weren't even getting feedback themselves. So yeah, managers need to train, but we built a system instead. And what that looked like, we built a system instead, and it looked like giving managers awkward feedback from their teams for the very first time. So supporting them at critical moments. We gave them live advice when they were writing their feedback. We gave them AI role play so they could practice in a safe environment. We gave them, well, I'm getting the time's up, so I need to keep going. So we gave them those things. But all that to say, we put all of our time and effort into the moments that matter the most for those managers. We help them in the time of need. So I say this half jokingly, stop training managers, but I say very seriously, start fixing the systems that they work in, because at the end of the day, manager academies don't work, systems do. And I'll prove it, right? So think of the best team experience that you ever had right now in that person that was there, that was leading that experience. You have them. The best manager you ever had didn't learn it in class, right? So if you're going to build a manager enablement system and you're thinking about a manager academy and you're not thinking about all the other factors around you, don't. Right? Because manager academies don't work, systems do. Thanks.